Bayern Munich might just be the best team in the world right now, and their team is stacked with talent. Borussia Dortmund have been on the slight decline, however, and that needs to change. So today on FM26, I'm going to be the manager of Dortmund, and I'm going to take on Bayern Munich. He's going to be managed by my dad. 5 seasons to try and catch up and dethrone the biggest team in Germany, while we both battle to win points versus rebuild style. Dad, we're taking on the Bundesliga this time round in a versus rebuild as we sort of go through all the best teams in the world. Bayern Munich, I think, currently could be the best.
Can't be far off it. I mean,
they're playing the best
striker in the world, I reckon. Harry Kane. That's why I wanted to be them.
Nicholas Jackson.
He's just there as well. He's good. He's good.
Bad, is he?
He's looking good at it, but they have got a bit strike force going forward, haven't they?
Yeah, you're taking them over today, Bayern Munich.
You could be in a lot of trouble.
I am in a lot of trouble because
your work cut out for you today.
There isn't a natural competitor, I don't think, in this league anymore. Obviously we're going for Borussia Dortmund. That's the club we've chosen, but they've only got weaker as I think Bayern Munich have got better.
Yes.
They had a bad season last year, Borussia Dortmund. I think they recently sacked their manager. Well, last year they sacked their manager, and things have not been going as well. And I think
they're not looking too good at the moment, is it?
No, could be struggling here. So I've got a bit of a task on my hand. I'm going to try and be ballsy with it, but I do feel like it's going to take a while for me, if at all, before I eventually manage to catch up to Dad. But there is some key players in there, and you can see already. Borussia is a striker that looks really good. Maybe lacks the pace that I do like, but the mentals and the technical attributes are there. But he is 29, and again, it's one of those things with 12 natural fitness, whereas Harry
Kane's like 18 natural fitness.
Yeah,
something like that.
He could get to the end. Cabell, the goalkeeper, might struggle to keep hold of him, but we'll see. And Schlotterbeck as well, centre back.
Like this guy.
They're sort of my key players. But I have recruited this window because at the start of the season we did have enough money to bring in a player each, and I have brought in Ryan from Brazil. Now, a youngster, 19 years of age, bit of a wonder kid on the game, got 5-star potential as you can see. Does look really good. Could be a gamble though. He's in a potential range. He doesn't have a set professional attribute that would suggest he's going to obviously reach his full potential, and with only a balanced personality, who knows? Taking a gamble, but it could pay off massively.
He does look good
if he does reach that 5-star, because if you're looking at his physicals already, 15 for strength is not bad for a winger.
No. We
do know, of course, wingers are really good in the game. I've brought him in. You can play up front too, naturally, but I have brought him in for that right-hand side. But given that he can play up front as well as on the wing, and we also have another player who does a similar role in Karim Adeyemi. Of course, another player in this side who everybody remembers as being a wonder kid himself. He can play up front. He can also play on the left or the right. It got me thinking of a tactic that I could try. And I said I'd be ballsy, and I'm doing it from the off because we're going 3 up front. Before you've done 3 up front, funny enough.
I haven't done one yet, no.
So here we go, and it drops back into a 4-3-3. Interesting little concept.
I'm going to be watching this with a very close eye. I think this could be something to learn from here.
Using advanced wing backs, we know, of course, I've had a lot of pleasure in using advanced wing backs with the Barcelona 10 years. If you haven't watched that one, Dad, you sort of flirted with it in the last versus rebuild with the best striker in the world, Denzel Dumfries, playing right wing back, but dropping back into more of a pressing fullback, so when they do lose the ball, they're obviously still going to be pressing to get it. Channel midfielders dropping into sort of pressing midfielder there, and a wide covering midfielder because I think Ryan's going to be a bit further up the pitch. But yeah, using DLFs, which is a role I used to love last year. Don't know how it's going to play out this year, into wingers outside. Now, instruction-wise, we're trying to keep a high press and higher defensive line, and if we're looking at sort of the in-possession, shorter but higher tempo on the counter-attack, the usual stuff. Dribbling is, of course, encouraged, but I am trying to work the ball into box. I'm not trying to go straight for it, and we're supporting using both flanks. It does bother me that it looks like it's inverted. That really annoys me. There's some loads of things, obviously, that they still need to fix. Now, Dad, over to you.
Yeah.
You also had one player coming into the club.
Yes, I did, yeah.
And you've brought in Vanderson at right wing back.
I mean, we spoke about the wing back Dumfries. This guy's not far off it. I mean, he's not going to be a finisher like Dumfries is, but I'm playing the advanced wing back as well, I think. So, and he fits this role perfectly for me, I think, really.
It's only the finishing that he doesn't match.
That's right, yeah. So that'll do for me, really.
Yeah. Good player.
Yeah.
Can cross the ball, very attacking, not
He's
bad
quick,
at tackling either.
Yeah.
Quite cheap.
I thought it was. That's why I went for him in the end, really. 21 million. I thought and he'll go straight into my first team, I believe.
Yeah, because the right wing-back's a weird position for Bayern Munich. Yeah. Right now, they currently have, like, Sasha Bowie, who on this is just not very good at all. No. But you also have, I mean, if we're looking at it just by position, Sasha Bowie is there, like 2.5 star, not great. But you also have Konrad Laimer, who can play there.
Yeah, I mean, he was, when I picked the first team, he was the player that went into that position. That sort of concerned me because I know he's more of a midfield player.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's out of a squad player. You can just see he plays everywhere. But he didn't fit the role that I wanted, really. So, that's why I went out and got him.
And then, of course, you've got Joshua Kimmich, who can also play right wing back. But again...
Oh, he's my defensive midfielder, sort of deep line playmaker, whatever.
World class, isn't he?
I don't want to lose him from my midfield, do I? That'd be silly, really, innit? So natural fitness at 20. These numbers are silly, really. And I mean, even if I did put him on the wing, his crossing is 18.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable, isn't it? But he's got that passing of 18 as well.
Because there are certain roles which would definitely suit him at right wing back. Playmaker wing back straight away is one that I thought of. He drops in when you do have the ball into defensive midfield already anyway. So it could be an option.
I mean, what I like about him as well is his mentals at the bottom there, like his teamwork, vision and work rate. It's all very high, and that's what you need. And he got the leadership as well. Perfect for a captain, and sat in the middle of the pitch. That's where I want him to be.
Yeah, absolutely. 30 years of age, but with 20 natural fitness, should still be here as long as you manage to keep hold of him for the remainder of his contract. But let's have a look to see how you're lining up, because you're going quite ballsy with it as well.
Yes, I mean, I'm a very attacking. I've got to be really, the forward line that I've got to take advantage of it. So that's what I've done. And with the advanced wing backs behind them as well. I mean, at least up on that wing. Christ, I'm winning. Diaz on the other side.
And Musiala in behind.
Yeah, and Kane's going to be going, thank you very much. And Jackson, I reckon if Jackson gets a couple of goals, he's going to end up with like 20 or 30 goals, something just as much as what Kane will. Because these boys are going to be hammering down the wings and getting these balls across from.
Yeah, they do create a lot of chances.
Yeah, they will do, yeah.
It's hard to pick out a weakness in the side, really. Maybe left-sided centre-back Jonathan Tyes is okay.
It could be well be, yeah.
I mean, that's being picky, because he's still decent, still very good. He's actually got a lot
the only
better
sort of like concern
game.
I've really got at the moment, and that's just being like picky, like you just said, is their ages. So he's 29.
Neuer.
And Neuer's, what, 39 now. So I've got to be getting a really good keeper in. Somewhere along the line.
Hate buying keepers.
That's just the worst position. I always struggle getting a keeper, so
yeah,
I don't know what I'll do.
You really despise buying keepers.
But he's all right for this season, I think, because he's still a good keeper. So,
still very good, still world class. Let's have a look at the instructions. So you're going a lot more direct, with much higher tempo. You've got the players to do it, really. Attacking much wider. Dribbling, I mean, you've got Elise on the wing, Musiala and Diaz, so giving them the ball out on the wing.
Out there, isn't it, really? So,
frightening
for defence.
A lot of trouble. So let's have a look then at the fixtures at the start of the season, how we've been getting on. Now, at the start of the season, you have lost a game, Dad. Yeah. I am surprised at that.
So am I.
2-1.
I mean, you look at it 4-1, 5-0, 2-0, you think, yep, I'm up and going, let's go. And then I'll go and lose 2-1.
Yeah, because beating Leipzig, at home, but they are probably the best team outside of Dortmund and Bayern Munich.
Yep.
I would say. I mean, Frankfurt, we all know I love a good Frankfurt. They're actually really good on this.
Yeah.
There's some decent clubs in the Bundesliga. They're just not on the level of Bayern Munich. And that's why we just stuck with Dortmund.
Yeah.
Because they're historically the best rival for Borussia Dortmund within the sort of the last decade. Could have been Leipzig, could have been Frankfurt, could have been any one of those. Maybe we could venture back into the Bundesliga and do a Leipzig versus Frankfurt.
I think we've got to really stay away from Bayern and then try and pick two teams to take them on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, same as one to France, isn't it? You stay away from PSG and try and pick two teams to take them on. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's have a look then at my fixtures for Dortmund, because the door has already opened up there. If it wasn't for the fact we've started terribly, we have drawn away to St. Pauli, newly promoted. They got a good team. We had to actually save it with Felix Mecha getting an 89th minute goal, and then we lost to Union Berlin at home. Things aren't great at the start here. Although I did win 6-1 in my cup game, and I thought there's no trouble in this team. We're looking really good. We even drew to Barcelona in a friendly leading up to it, so I thought brilliant. Obviously, we got the likes of Joe Bellingham as well. I didn't want to lock him in, but it might get to a point where I want to see whether I can get the best out of Joe Bellingham.
He could well be coming up just as good as what
Jude is.
Jude is really.
Yeah.
And you're a good one for the sort of locking players in and giving them playtime, in you.
The only one I've locked in is Ryan to begin with. The rest of the team, I'm sort of letting them pick themselves. So let's see season number 1, how this one plays out. Season number 1 then, Dad. No surprising, you are champion.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised who finished second.
Yes, where did they come from?
And I mean, on my list of the 4
well.
clubs which are rather good on this game, Hoffenheim I didn't expect to be that good.
No.
Sort
I mean,
of a
only 6
mid-table
points
side
behind me,
doing
so they
well.
were pushing me all the way, really.
Yeah. I was 7 points behind then.
Sure, long way
10
behind.
draws. Because I had less losses than what you did.
Yeah.
Which is kind of alarming, really. You know, I've lost the least amount in the season, and I'm still 13 points behind you. Oh, that's so
Probably
bad.
you draw too many games. I mean, what did I draw? 2 games.
Yeah.
That's the difference, isn't it?
I think Hoffenheim just had the best defence. They only conceded 33 goals, whereas you conceded 43, but scored 36 more than them.
Yeah, we knew that wasn't going to be a case of struggling to score goals for me, didn't we?
Yeah, so they had a very good goal difference. They've just done really well, extremely well this season. They do have a good couple of players. Maybe that's a sign for us to start pinching them.
Yeah.
But if we're looking at the statistics then, highest average rating is Harry Kane. He didn't get the most goals, though. Ragnar Ake of Cologne. Didn't see that coming. I'll be honest. But he got 27 goals.
Well done.
There's only 34 games in the season, so that's unbelievable, really. We're going to have to do this stupid thing again where we go across over to here just to find out the goal scorers. But Harry Kane got 21 this season. Nicholas Jackson got 16, but Luis Diaz got 14.
Yeah, see,
Where's the bloody Dortmund players gone? Maximilian Bayer is down there. So 23 years of age. He's a grower.
Yes.
Not a shower, he's a grower, which is what I tell my wife. 11 goals, I thought it was 23. It's 28. Why, again, this game is so silly in some things. Why put age next to goals so close that it looks like it's how many games they've played?
Yeah.
Is that just me getting annoyed by that? Am I being really silly? Because to me, I don't want to know their age there.
You don't need to know it, do you?
No,
how many
stick
goals
that
and how
over
many
here.
appearances or something like that?
Goals, appearance, minutes per goals.
Yes.
Brilliant. Don't put the age next to it when a lot of them are going to be roughly the same age as the appearances they're going to be playing. That's so confusing. I was literally just thinking he only played 23 games. Why is that? No, he played 33 and only scored 11. 1 in 3 games. That's another bugbear of me that I might have to report. Don't worry, I am reporting everything that I am complaining about, as should you on the forums. Now, that was a bad result for me. Maybe I've salvaged this season, though, and won a cup. Not quite. Bayern Munich has won. It's another cup as well.
Thank you.
Against Hanover.
Yes.
So league and cup double, Dad.
Hanover done well to get there, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at how I actually got on in the competition, doesn't say. Brilliant. We'll have to go and find it. So semi-final, I got there, and Hanover knocked me out on penalties. You had an easy one. Well, we both did, to be fair. I lost to Hanover. I forgot they were in the Bundesliga too. I lost the penalties.
So it was an easy final for me, really, when you look at it that way.
Yeah, I'm my own worst enemy here. You beat Emilia Bielefeld. I beat
such an
Borussia,
hard draw going through, didn't I?
Mönchengladbach were relegated. But Hanover, they beat Hoffenheim. So they beat second and third to face first in the final. I feel quite sorry for them, actually.
Yeah, you do, don't you, really?
Yeah, it's excellent. Dad, it's all down to the Champions League, though. Did you go on and win that one? No. Knocked out in the playoff round, and you got PSG went on to win it against Spurs in the final. How unrealistic is this game?
I'll take that any
We
time.
need to put in more bugs. There is no way.
Hey, come on,
Spurs,
there's nothing wrong with that.
You couldn't even beat Man United.
Hey, we beat you in the European Cup match, so didn't we?
Oh, so the knockout playoff round losing, which is also where I was eliminated too against Napoli. Oh no, I went further than you did. Easy. So round of 16, that's when I was eliminated. Barcelona, lost against Barcelona, not too bad. The knockout playoff round, I'm surprised you're in it more than anything, but you got a horrible draw in there getting PSG.
When you think they went on and won it as well.
I finished above you. You only won 3 games, lost 5. I won 3, drew 3. I'm drawing more, losing less than you again. Look. This is happening. I mean, Leverkusen's done really well. 6 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss.
That is good, yeah.
Not bad from them. But yeah, PSG, the fact that they finished in 10th just goes to show I do like this new format. I was worried about the Champions League format. Foot manager need to sort it out so you don't play clubs from your own nation, but I do like that format.
It makes it more interesting when you're watching the big games then, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so good start to the season for Dad. Let's have a look. Or good start to the rebuild for Dad. Goals-wise, 27 in total for Harry Kane with 11 assists. We've got 21 from Nicholas Jackson, 19 from Luis Diaz, Gnabry with 13, Elise 13 and 17.
Yeah. So my wingers have done well. They've supported him as well. Sort of the only thing I've got to worry about is Nicholas Jackson, really. Do I
Activate
try and buy him, or
56 million.
or do I just go out and just buy another big striker?
He's all right.
Yeah, that's what worries me really. I'm not looking at him and thinking, yes, I've got to keep him.
Different if he scored like 30 goals.
That's the thing.
Like,
if he'd been 35, I'll be thinking, working with Harry Kane, bring him in. But
only 24.
Yeah,
maybe not. Recruitment, you got 178 million pound.
I didn't think I'd done well in the Champions League.
Oh yeah. Apparently it don't matter. You've also got £1 million in the wage budget available as well. There we go.
Maybe I'll buy another striker then.
One thing we do need to check is we've seen their ages. Are they sticking around? For now, Manuel Neuer still sticking around. Hasn't said he's going to retire. Doesn't say anything about retiring. Although he's only 2-star now.
Yeah, that's worrying, isn't it? His natural fitness is 20, so I haven't got a problem with his fitness.
Yeah.
But I think I've got to be seriously looking.
10 for reflexes.
Yeah, he's
need a better keeper.
Starting to get there now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starting to go downwards.
Yeah, need a better keeper. Borussia Dortmund. Let's have a look at my squad then. How are we getting on at the start of the season? First team, goals-wise, we've got 18 from Bayern. That's terrible. Ryan's actually had a good year, and if anything, probably had the best out of everybody. 7.22 average rating as well. 15 goals and 7 assists from the youngster. Still only 19 as well. Still a teenager. Hasn't exactly developed.
No, that's worrying.
A little bit concerning.
Yes.
But performed really well. Wanted. Could cash in straight away. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Straight away, go send him off to Saudi Arabia. That'll be good. But Borussia, only 13 goals and 5 assists. Bit poor.
I think you need a striker.
Bit poor. Yeah. Might have to look for that. At least they've given me loads of money. 81. That's surprising. I thought it would be a lot less.
That's what I expected for me to be honest.
Yeah.
But, that's good.
I thought I'd get about 40 million.
Yeah.
So double the amount. I'm quite pleased. But let's have a look at the points, because that's something I'm not going to be pleased with. Before we do, need to check, obviously, the league fixtures. Dad, you beat me there 3-1 away from home for me. And then in the following fixture, when we played each other, I beat you 3-2. So I do get a win in there. Garassi did score the winner. Maybe I slagged him off too soon.
2-1 after 5 minutes left. So it was a good entertaining game.
Yeah, but we didn't play each other in any other games, so that means I do get a point. But let's have a look at the total points for after Season 1, because I don't think it's looking too desirable for me either way. Season 1 points are Omega Luke with 1 and Dad with 9. Now, I know it's a little bit early, but I've got Dad a Christmas present. The last Christmas present was great. This one...
The last Christmas present made me cry, didn't it?
This one also might make you cry. Yeah, well... Here it is. So, give that a little open. While you're opening it, let me tell you where it's from, because Fulltime Prints is today's sponsor. And who they are is a football print company that give all of you football fans a chance to remember your favourite football moments. And I thought I'd get Dad a very famous football moment. Show the camera. You've mentioned the game already.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
It is from the Europa League final. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 0. Luckily, I took a holiday that day when it happened, and I was away for 10 days. 10 days, actually. I made sure it was 10 days. That is what Fulltime Prints can offer, and I've got one myself as well. Now, to be fair, my one I could have given to Dad as well, because I've got the David Beckham free kick from the game that we went to see versus Greece all the way back in 2001, the 6th of October. And me and Dad, of course, were behind the goal when this one went in. So I've got that one, you've got that one, but let me tell you more about Fulltime Prints. Now, the best thing about Fulltime Prints is that they don't just do historical moments from football matches in real life. Because on their website, there is a custom request box where you can get a custom print of anything from a team you support that's not on the website, something from your own Football Manager save, a Champions League winning moment maybe with your favourite new gen, for example, or possibly you play in a Sunday League team and you can get a custom print made of a big result, lineup, or goal that was scored. Now, this of course could be a perfect gift for a Christmas present or even for yourself, and if you use my code OmegaLuke or you use the link in the description, you get yourself an extra 10% off. Plus, if your order goes over 50%, you get free shipping too. So head to fulltimeprints.com, get yourself a full-time print, and of course, use that code OmegaLuke to get yourself that 10% off. And a big thank you, of course, to Fulltime Prints for sending me this one, a very memorable moment from my childhood. It's going up on the wall behind me.
My Season 2 key signing was Liverpool's forward Hugo Ekitike, a fantastic goal scorer and creator that I believe is worth the 86 million I paid for him.
This summer, I lost my best centre-back Schlotterbeck, so I needed to replace him, and Tapsoba joins the club as that man. Great player, and he weakens rivals Leverkusen in the process by taking him from them. Dad, I was a bit disappointed. Schlotterbeck had his Well, to be honest, it wasn't even a release fee. I think they just accepted it on my behalf, which is one of the most frustrating things ever, isn't it? Because £54 million, he is so much better than £54 million.
Yeah.
Left-footed as well, which is always more difficult to find a good centre-back at that level.
Him as well, because he's left-footed as well. But
yeah,
you've lost a top player there.
I have. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find a player as good, but Tapsoba is still decent. And I think, he's not even left-footed, but he's got a reasonable left foot. He's still decent enough for me, I think. And, of course, we're bringing him from Leverkusen, bringing him across, which I think is worth it. But they weren't the only signings that I brought in. I did actually bring in a left-sided centre-back in Tylel Tati from FC Nantes. £43 million. So it's a lot of money, and he's only 18. But I do feel like that is very much a Borussia Dortmund signing. They bring in a lot of French wonder kids. They probably don't pay £40 million for them, but Nantes were being very strict on, how much he was worth. And his valuation going up above 100 million tells me that we made a good deal.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
So I just need to make sure he gets to game time and he does play. And hopefully we can see that come through. And he's a better overall player than Schlotterbeck going forward in the future. We've also brought in Merlin Roll from SC Freiburg. Not a bad signing. And again, a Bundesliga signing. German midfielder there, £31 million. Justin Lerma also came into the club as well. 18 years of age. Not a bad player in that attacking midfield option from Independiente de Valle. Joe Bellingham, gone out on loan. I've loaned him to Middlesbrough. Interesting little loan signing there. That'll be quite good. Hasn't played a game yet, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll see if that one plays out. But those are the only signings that I made. And if we're looking at the squad, I have changed it. I was too far away from you. Even though it was just the draws that cost me, I've had to do something about this. So out of possession, we're going slightly rogue. We're bringing back the midfielders, but we're going with like an attacking midfielder, as you can see. So he's being brought back there. So kind of a 4-1-4-1 situation, but attacking midfield instead of a centre mid. So we'll see how it plays out, because at the start of the season we have played you and we got battered 4-0. However, we were down to 10 men because our right back got himself sent off. So Ryerson is now dead to me, and we're going across and having a look, Dad, because we've already seen your key signing, but there was another transfer in there.
Yes,
and it was a £58 million move for who?
Francesco Esposito.
Every time.
I needed a striker. We all know I like this guy. He's only 21. He's a good young striker to come in, and I think he'll just learn so much beside Harry Kane. So that's what I brought him in for.
Yeah.
And in that game that we beat you 4-0, he scored. So
he did.
I'm happy with that. Good start.
Yeah, now you've got Harry Kane, Esposito, and Hugo Ekitike.
Yes.
And there I was going, I don't have enough money to get a left-sided centre-back. 7 days before I lost Schlotterbeck, you brought in Levi Colwell.
Yes. It's another good sort of centre-back who is left-footed as well. So, I probably pipped him and just got it before you could have jumped in and got him, really. So
yeah,
I've done myself a favour there, really.
Yeah,
because I think he'll be there for the 5 seasons that I need him. Definitely, he's going to be in that position.
Yeah, he's 23.
Yeah,
good.
He's so good at it.
Yeah, very good already. Got good potential on him. So not a bad little pickup, that one. For those were your only signings. You also sold Kim Min Jae for £40 million. So you kind of replaced Kim Min Jae. He's 29 years of age and probably not as good, I'd say. I think Levi Colwell is definitely better now and has the potential to be better.
With the money, but I think it's definitely worth the price I paid for him, really.
Yeah. Tactically, then. Sticking with what you had from last season, if we're looking at that, the both scenario, but Colwell is being locked into that role. I'm going to lock him in
there to make sure he gets the play role, I don't need to change anything, really, do I? Because tomorrow I've just done the double, and why would I do that?
Well, yeah, that's very much unlike you. Fixture schedule, then, at the start of the season, you have lost there the Super Cup to Hoffenheim. Yes. We are really underestimating Hoffenheim. However, what a penalty shootout that is.
God, blimey, eh?
Because it went through at least twice, because I can see Manuel Neuer's name down there, but I can't. There he is. So he scored the first one. So Esposito and Abdullahu both missed the penalty there after 2 penalties. Then everybody scored up until Manuel Neuer's second penalty. So there were 21 goals penalty-wise for Hoffenheim. They needed to score just to beat you in a Super Cup.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy. 8-0 in the DFB Pokal. Just scraped through there. And then beating me 4-0 at Augsburg, who you lost against at the start of the season last year, 3-1.
It's a good start for me then, really. I'm pleased with that. Sort of the main games I've got to win, and I've done it, so I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, good to see me catching you up.
Yeah.
The other fixtures that I had across the start of the season, I did beat Mainz 3-2, so there is some promising stuff there. And Bayern and Ryan have been scoring goals. In the DFB Pokal, though, extra time against KFC Erdingen, who's a regional club. So, yeah, that was almost embarrassing. Hopefully, I'm still in the Champions League. Hopefully, I can do something this season and pull a little bit closer to you and just stop you from winning at least the Cup or the League. I think that's my task for Season 2. And then worry about building upon that for sort of 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway. We'll see if I can execute it. Well, Season 2 went terribly for me. 61 points, down in 5th place. To be fair, I had 61 points last year and finished in 3rd. So I can't be too mad. And this time it was just a couple of more losses. I actually won more games. Frankfurt was the closest club to you there, which was what I expected in Season 1 if I wasn't to finish in 2nd myself. But still 6 points behind you. You lost 6 games still.
Yeah, I still lost 6 games. I'm a bit disappointed with that.
Because Leipzig only lost 5.
Yeah.
And they finished lower than I did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at that as well. Leipzig only scored 57 goals. I scored 100 goals. So
yeah,
that's where the difference is, isn't it?
Absolutely. Your goal difference is 63.
You look at Frankfurt scoring 56 goals in 2nd place. So
yeah,
I nearly doubled their goal tally.
Well, the goal difference, you doubled.
Yeah.
So that's scary in some ways. But yeah, well done. Let's have a look then at the Bundesliga, the goals. So you've seen that you had the most goals. Lois Openda was the top scorer. So again, you don't have the top scorer. However, I have Ryan, who has the most assists. So at least I'm doing something right by the looks of it. And Maximilian Bayer also got the most man of the matches, which is my striker. So we can do something. We're just not winning enough games, which is kind of worrying, and we're also not in any of this, which is, again, rather alarming. The DFB Pokal, unfortunately, goes to Eintracht Frankfurt, who beat you in the final.
Yes, good result for them.
Get in, Frankfurt.
Done you a big favour, didn't it?
So, well done to them. They've won the DFB Pokal. I couldn't stop you, but Frankfurt did. So, that's at the end of the day, that's all I really wanted. I was knocked down in the round of 16 by Liverpool in the Champions League. So, let's see how far you got, Dad, in that competition. We know about the DFB Pokal. You got to the semi-final and lost against your favourite team, Arsenal, who beat the team that knocked me out, Liverpool, in the final, 4-2, to win their first ever Champions League.
Anybody but them.
Yeah, so let's see that result. What was the score? So they beat you 5-4.
Yeah.
So you lost the home fixture by the looks of it.
You don't deserve to go through if you don't win your own games.
No. Benfica getting to the semi-finals, quite nice, to be fair. You beat Galatasaray on the way, so you had to go to hell.
Yeah.
And then Inter Milan. So you had a tricky run.
Yeah.
Liverpool, who knocked me out in the round of 16. Did I have a knockout player front? I did. Olympiacos. 7-3 on aggregate. And you didn't, which means you got through the league phase this time round in 4th place.
Yeah.
Losing 1, drawing 1,
that's a bit better.
Winning 6.
Better season for me there already, I think. But,
yeah. And let's have a look then at the results against each other. We know you beat me 4-0 at the start of the season. Did we play each other in the Champions League? Because obviously it's a little bit broken. We didn't. But you beat me 4-0 in the second fixture as well. So that's another 2 points that we've got to add on to that. So, and then, of course, the DFB Pokal, you actually knocked me out in the semi-final in extra time.
Oh dear.
Serge Gnabry, 110.
I'll take that.
10 minutes on the clock, which means you don't get any points for winning the cup, which is 3, but you do get 2 points for knocking me out and beating me in the game.
Yes.
So that's kind of disappointing because I thought I was gaining points there. Your final end of the season, by the way, you beat Elversberg 8-0. So you started off with an 8-0 in the DFB Pokal and then ended with an 8-0, which is, kind of alarming, isn't it? Not a bad season there for you, Dan, at all. Although you didn't get the double, you're still gaining a lot of points. Hugo Ekitike was your top scorer this season.
Well, that's what I brought him in for, so yeah. Goodbye then, really.
Really good. Harry Kane seems to have dropped into more of a creative role. He's got 16 assists.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Elise, though, 24 and 15.
That's brilliant, isn't it? That's what
very good. Very good. Oh, my God, look how good he is. Yeah, and Harry Kane, obviously, still amazing. 16 natural fitness, only 33, still got a couple of years left. But yeah, Hugo Ekitike, very impressive season. Vanderson, he's still doing well, 17 assists. That's been fairly good for you as well. And then locking in Levi Corwell. He developed a little bit, I'd say, not amazing.
A little bit, but hey, you look at our goal difference. You must have done the job for me.
Yeah. Recruitment then. You've got another 45 million.
45 million.
High wages though. Million in the wages.
I probably can bang that up to probably about 60, 70 million.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 70 million.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're looking for where your transfer revenue is, you have to click on this. Don't know why. Nobody asked why. Just don't ask questions. Just accept it. Well, I couldn't even find it. No. We had to rely on our good old friend Work the Space to tell me. Yeah, you have to click that one there, and that's where it tells you how much you'll get in the transfer revenue. Please, Sports Interactive, change that. That's very frustrating. Something else that we have also reported, but there we go. We make do with what we've got. Dortmund, let's see. Squad-wise, how do we line up this season in terms of the goals? Bayern, of course, had a lot of man-of-the-match. Please, Lord Christ, what's going on? 20 goals, 13 assists. Guirassy got 19 and 5. Ryan, again, with the most impressive season in my eyes, 17 and 17. But he's just not developing.
It's weird, isn't it?
He looks exactly the same as when I bought him.
Yeah. I mean,
two full seasons.
He's had 2 full seasons, but what I would class as 2 good seasons for him as well.
As my best player, pretty much. Nothing. It's kind of alarming. He is wanted again, and his valuation has gone up, which is a bit like, oh, okay, I don't know what to do with him. Maybe we sell him, maybe we don't, or maybe we give him another season. Joe Bellingham, he was out on loan. Loan deal could be an idea as well. Although he's been my best performer, there's no point in loaning Ryan out. A little bit of development there from Job, I would say so. Maybe he come back into the team and we'll try him in the first team and see how we go. But we have got £73 million to spend with roughly the right wage budget there. So roughly about the same type of budget again as you, really. £70 million, 300 grand per week in the bank. But the points ain't looking good. Let's have a look. Season 2 points, I'm Mega Luke with 0 and Dad with 9, meaning the total points after 2 years is Luke with 1 and Dad with 18.
My key signing is 21-year-old goalkeeper Dennis Seaman. Cost me £41 million, but has the potential to grow into a world-class goalkeeper.
My key signing this year is Bisek from Roma, a very fast and strong centre-back, standing at 6'5", and he cost me £69 million and goes straight into the first team. So I signed a third centre-back in 2 seasons, going well, as you can see. I've lost Emre Can, which was the reason. He kind of filled the role of defensive midfield and centre-back. I've brought in a centre-back in Bisek, who can, to be fair, play defensive midfield somewhat. But also, Antonio Blanco cost me a free it was a free transfer. It cost me nothing. So bringing him in sort of replaces the Emre Can role. Emre Can being a good backup for a centre-back. I've also brought in Bisek. But Diawara, £26 million, is another midfielder that comes in. A little bit more of an attacking midfielder this time round. Couldn't resist. I thought he looked really good, so I decided to bring him in as well. And then Mahir Carrizo from Velez, a youngster, only 21 years of age. Haven't really used him before. Thought he'd be interesting. He's better than Ryan. It could be the end of Ryan.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? I think you've had a good transfer window, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do too. It's just put him in a system that will work.
Yeah.
That's my trouble right now. Duranville's gone out on loan to Hanover after they knocked me out. But I feel like I needed to make the use out of Tati last season, and he didn't. So I'm trying to play him more this season, because he could be the key for us in season 4 and 5. Is it too late, though? I don't know. He started a few games anyway, as has Bellingham.
Locking him in, eh?
Yeah. Going to put him straight in there. We're going for a 4-2-2 in and out of possession. We'll see if this one actually works, but sort of a 4-4-2 anyway. If I did do best 11 pick without Bellingham, you can see Blanco and Amecha goes in there. Bisek and Tapsoba does play Svensson and Ryerson. Carrizo goes in with Adeyemi on the other side. Guirassy and Bayer still up front with Cabell. I'm shocked I've managed to keep hold of Cabell for so long, but here he is. Ryan obviously drops down to the bench. There was still a lot of interest, but no concrete bids came in from the Saudi clubs. I just don't think. I really wish he started growing, because he had 2 great seasons. So, but he ain't going to get that much game time now, because of course we're not playing that right midfielder spot, whereas Carrizo has been playing there and is a better player there. So I think that's sort of going to see Ryan dropped to the bench a little bit more. Start of the season, though, yeah, we won 10-1, and I thought, wow, this is going to be great. 1-10-1, lovely stuff. Then 3-2 against Elversberg, and I thought, how the hell did they even stay in the Bundesliga? Because they lost 8-0 to you at the end of the season. Losing to Wolfsburg at home, losing 6-2 to Freiburg.
That's a bad result.
Yeah.
I mean, Wolfsburg are one of those teams, isn't they? 1 minute they're good and they're going to be bad, but losing at home to them as well, but 6-2, that's a bad result. 6-2
to Freiburg. Okay, Dad, you finally got the goalkeeper. Replacement for Manuel Neuer, who's retired.
Was he now 41, was he? Sort of, yeah. I had to get this keeper in, so perfect timing to get him in. Only 21. He's going to be good, isn't he?
Yeah, well, you hope so. Kenneth Eichhorn was another one. £17 million, 18-year-old.
It's one for the future. He can be good. He plays in, as I call it, the spine of the team, really. He can play right up through the middle, but defensive midfield or attacking midfield, I'm pleased to get this guy, really.
Yeah, loaned him out to Hertha Berlin, who's in the second Bundesliga, so he's already started playing games there and doing well, so that's good. And then you got Arda Güler coming in. Now, that is a good signing.
Yes,
£72 million. Wasn't a key signing because obviously he doesn't fill the gap that you needed, but he's going to be a great option for you.
Or an attacking midfielder, and I've got him to go on the right wing just in case Elise gets injured or anything like that. So another attacking midfielder. What an attacking sort of role I've got now. Players I've got in the team now. So more goals I think this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see your tactic then. Sticking with what you had last couple of seasons. Same again.
Don't want to change it already.
No.
It's silly to change it really. So go with it again.
Yeah, and as you can see, no real changes to the first 11 other than Dennis Seaman coming in.
So that's exactly what I wanted it to be, so I'm quite happy. Carry on.
All right, it's funny seeing that triangle, isn't it? Because Musiala dropped so far back. Seeing that funny triangle. Start of the season for you, Dad, was a little bit better than me, although you are out of the DFB Pokal.
I know.
Against Duisburg.
What happened there? On penalties as well, so.
Come on.
Bit
I can win a trophy here. I can win a trophy. Come on. But you beat Frankfurt in the Super Cup 4-0. Heidenheim 4-1. Beat Cologne 4-3 away from home. So that was a good result there. 79th minute winner. Because it looked like you were behind by quite a lot as well.
Yes.
You scored 3 second-half goals there. Look. And then HSV Hamburg 2-1 against them. 91st minute.
Love a late goal.
Arda Güler with the goal.
New
signing. So, started off quite well, but with you being out of the cup, that leaves a huge opportunity for me.
I've only got the league to concentrate on, so that could be dangerous for you as well, really.
Oh, yeah. But
I'm in the Champions League, but I'm disappointed about the cup. I mean, it looks like I've rotated my team and it paid. It sort of bit my leg off, so I think I'm in trouble there. So, chance for you.
Chance for me. Can I win the DFB Pokal? My favourite trophy, remember. Let's see if I can pick it up. The answer is no, because I couldn't even get past the second round. Hertha Berlin knocked me out 2-1. They're in the second division, remember, if we're going off of that tally. So that's annoying. And the final is still to be played, in fact, between Leverkusen and Borussia Mönchengladbach, who, of course, are also in that second division. Huge opportunity wasted there for me.
Definitely, yeah.
But the league... Maybe I salvaged it in the league. No, I didn't. Third place, I've actually gone worse. Although I do have 2 more points than I did the other 2 seasons. So that's good. You finally win the league with the least amount of losses as well. Which
5,
is
I'm pleased with that.
an achievement. 77 points in total. Won the league by 8 there. You're really starting to run away with this one, Dad. I cannot catch you. But what is quite funny is I have the top scorer, which you have yet to do.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Which is quite funny.
If I've got that many people that's scoring goals, it's not down to one person just trying to find the net for me, really, is it? I can afford to be, not getting that sort of award, really. I'll transfer 3 or 4 players scoring 20 goals.
Well, I'll take that award. The Golden Boot, 22 goals. We also got Max Bayer with 10 player of the matches, which is great. Europa League, I got to the semi-final. Losing to Nottingham Forest. I would have played Leipzig in the final as well.
That would have been a good one.
It was a 5-2 loss across both legs, 3-2 in that second leg, which meant it was a close one to begin with. I don't know. Bit disappointing. Huge opportunity there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Again, wasted. If I win the Europa League and then I win that DFB Pokal, straight away, a lot of points to be bringing me back into contention for season 4 and 5, and I haven't done it. It's rather disappointing. Now, the worst thing for me would be if you won the Champions League. Fortunately, Real Madrid are around, and they knocked you out in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
You're really struggling in this Champions League.
I know, yeah. And I've got such a good side. I don't know whether I'm just playing 2 attacking.
Yeah, possibly.
The Champions League.
You did concede 7 against them.
I mean, it's a different colour of fish when you come up against them like Real Madrid and PSG. I mean, these guys can score goals as well, can they? Yeah. So if you're not defending, in full strength, really, you're going to get caught, not getting caught. Yeah, they've got to play Liverpool in the final this season. So, yeah, it's actually quite a bad season for you, really. Only the league? Yeah, only the league. That's could be on the chopping block. More points away from you, so I'll take it as a bonus, really. Well, let's see if you got any more points, whether I gained any points, because of course I didn't get any last season, in the league fixtures against you. Because, of course, when we've played against each other, you have lost again. I got points. I got a point. Borussia Dortmund 2, Bayern Munich 0. Guirassy and Joe Bellingham. Yeah. Love to see it. So that's one game against each other. There's the other one. You beat me in that one.
2-1. Esposito with the winner. Ryan scored. Look, Ryan is still around. He's still playing. Did he develop, though? We'll see. Ooh. Goals this season, Dad. Let's have a look. 27 there from Harry Kane. Ekitike, 25 and 10. Two really good sort of
that's your main strikers, and they're doing their business, 50 goals between the pair of them.
Ardeguerla, 14 as well. New signing coming in.
That as well, definitely,
And Elise with 17 assists and 12 goals. So, a bit disappointed with Musiala, really. He's not really put up good numbers yet, is he?
No, not really. But there's two players fighting for that one position, really. And when you look at it, they've scored 27 goals between them.
Yeah.
So, I've got to be happy with that, really. One gets injured, the other one pops in. So, I'm still happy, really, with my front 4, 5.
Okay, well, transfer budget, got £110 million. I imagine it might be the season you start to tinker as well after that.
Yeah, I don't know,
sort of result, we'll see. Now, we know I had the top scorer of the league with Guirassy. How many goals did he get in total? 33 with 11 was Bayern. Not even Guirassy. Guirassy got 28 and 11, so both getting 11 assists, but 33 and 28, the two strike forces there. 12 from Karim Adeyemi, who only started 21. Joe Bellingham, 8 goals, 0 assists.
That's a bit
that's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit
Has got
really.
A bit better, not amazing. 13 assists there from Carrizo, so his first season into the league. Not bad at all, I don't think. 13 assists with 8 goals. Julian Ryerson getting 12 assists as well, which isn't too bad. My transfer budget, 27 million. Not as much as what I was hoping for, but then I've given no reason to actually give me any money and to trust me with a good budget anymore. That's the trouble. Been really struggling. One thing I do want to have a look at, Ryan, we've seen him score a goal. Did he play any more? He played 8 starts, 20 off the bench, got 5 goals and 4 assists. So he's still putting in the numbers. It's just development. There's nothing. I think his pace has gone up by 1. His agility's gone up by 1. But other than that, we're looking at basically the same player I signed 3 seasons ago. Just not really give me what I wanted. I wanted to see a lot more yellows on this now.
Could be time to cash in on him, really, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It could be time to cash in. Speaking of cashing in, making sure you're cashing in on that subscribe button. It's actually free. Making sure that you do not miss another upload and helping us get to 200,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for that transition, Dad. Right, on to the points then. Going in to season number 4. Let's find out. Season 3 points are Omega Luke with 1 and Dad only with 6. Meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 2 and Dad with 24.
My key signing this year is a left back. Got everything I'm looking for in an attacking fullback and cost £74 million from Real Madrid.
Elias Akamak is one of 3 free transfers that I got from Saudi this season, and he is, I believe, going to be the most impactful out of the 3. Only 24 years old, too, to improve my winger options. Dad, I decided to sell Amecha. Didn't really play him that much. Went to Saudi Arabia there, £23 million. £7 million for Fabio Silva as well. I brought in 3 players. I think they're really good. All 3 of them from Saudi Arabia on free transfers. Then I paid for Samuel Lino because he might be a Ballon d'Or winner because this game's really broke and for some reason he always wins. We'll have a look at that actually. But let's have a look. So Teo Hernandez from Al Hilal and Darwin Nunez from Al Hilal. So 2 sort of very good European quality players from Saudi Arabia coming back into European football on not bad wages. Darwin Nunez is one of those players that could be amazing. You just don't know.
No.
But whether he sort of benefits playing in the Bundesliga, lacks a little bit of composure, I'd say, and anticipation. But he does have the physical attributes to get himself in there. Akamak for me is definitely the best out of the 3, I think. Definitely by current ability as well. And he's only 24 years of age. Paying him a lot of money, but I think it might be worth it. Samuel Lino is going to be a bit of a backup option on that left-hand side. I'm not really happy with how well the likes of Adeyemi has been doing, and Duranville is just not ready. So Samuel Lino was the guy to bring in. Now, because the game is a little bit broken, the Ballon d'Or, as you've seen, tends to go to South American players. That's the FIFA Best Men's Award. It actually has been Harry Kane's went there. It's actually been going to European players.
Yeah. And
players that you might actually expect. Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe. So, I don't know whether they fixed it and we haven't seen, because we haven't done any updates recently, or we're just weird and lucky. Because usually it's Samuel Lino or Leandros Paredes from Boca Juniors who wins the first 2 Ballon d'Ors. No idea why, but I've seen it on my games.
I'm surprised that Harry Kane's won it. I mean, that was probably the season we won the double, but in Europe we're doing nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're really struggling in Europe. So, yeah, not sure. Okay, now, I have changed things around slightly with the tactic. As you can see, I've got a wide forward because, of course, Darwin Nunez plays from that left-hand side quite well. But also, Samuelinho can play there. Akamak can also play there. Bayern started the season well, as you can see. 4 goals from 4. And Akamak's got 3 in 4. So we might actually be off to the races here. I'm locking in Tati, and it might be 2 seasons too late, unfortunately. But he did cost me quite a lot of money. The left-sided centre-back, £47 million. First season only played 10 games. Second season, well, actually this season, played 3. So, might be a little bit too late, to be honest, but we'll give it a go, see if we can make something of him in the last couple of seasons, because he is definitely a prospect for that left-sided centre-back. Should have gone in there really when I sold Schlotterbeck. That's on me. Okay, schedule. Start the season.
Whoa.
Look at that.
That's a good start.
Only conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
We beat Osnabrück 4-0, Stuttgart 5-1, Arminia Bielefeld 1-0, and then Leipzig 4-0.
That's a good result.
Woo, look at that. Brilliant. We've got each other in the Champions League. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. Let's have a look at your other transfers that you have brought into the club. Of course, Carreras was your key signing at £74 million, but Javario Reed was the other signing. 40 million, plays at right back.
Yes, just mainly cover really, just in case I get injuries there. He's only 22. I thought, well, good money spent, I feel.
Yeah, so both your fullbacks having, because you got rid of Sasha Bowie, free transfer, he's gone. So bringing in 2 fullbacks there to replace the ones that might have gone. And tactically, I'm shocked to see it's been kept the same. However, Esposito,
time to lock him in. Time to lock him in, I feel. I'm not sure which one's going to suffer from it. Harry Kane's getting on a bit, so it might be him. But I just want to see what this guy can do if I play him for the last 2 seasons. It always interests me how good he gets, so this is a chance, really. I didn't want to change anything because I just want to hammer you in the league.
Well, yeah.
I'm sacrificing Europe to make sure I get all the points, because sometimes I change halfway through the tactics and then I start losing, and you always has a comeback. I'm just making sure that don't happen this time.
Don't tell me you're starting to learn how to play the game. That'd be really annoying. Fixture schedule. You've lost a couple of games.
Oh, no, that's annoying as well.
Lost in the Super Cup anyway, 2-1, which seems to be like a trophy you cannot win.
No.
But then Stuttgart beat you 2-1 as well, after you being 1-0 up, and a 0-0 draw.
Not a great start.
With Werder Bremen.
Yeah, not a great start there, so I've just got to hope that get the sort of like icky bits out of the way and then just sort of crack on from there, really, I feel.
Yeah, as we said, we got each other in the Champions League. That is the game after you play Bayer Leverkusen, Real Madrid, and Leipzig. You got a tough September ending with St. Pauli there.
Yeah.
So there we go. Hopefully it will cost him and I can pick up some points in season number 4. Well, it's another title for Bayern Munich.
Both
we had the
lost
same losses. All in the draws.
So I had a bad start to the season, but I just got stronger and stronger.
Yeah, 8 points is the difference there.
Yeah.
A very good league campaign from you, getting
Over 100 goals again.
Good goal difference too,
Yes.
71. I had a very good goal difference in 53, and still, because I only conceded 29 goals, just didn't score enough. Too many draws at throughout the campaign. Very frustrating. If we look at the team statistics, goals, Maximilian Bayer, you still haven't won the Golden Boot. What's going on? But he's got 25 this season, which is great. So he also has the most man of matches. He's probably been my best player since here. The average rating dominated by Dortmund players, which is hilarious to me, considering we've done absolutely nothing yet. Goals, we have 2 players up there as well. So Harry Kane is there with 19, splitting Garassi, who has 18, and Bayer with 25.
Elise's next, though.
Elise is right, and then Musiala.
Yeah.
So Musiala's actually got 16 goals. He's had a good season too. And Akamak, new signing, 12 goals down there in 28 appearances. Not 25, that's his age. Again, don't ask questions. So Maximilian Bayer has probably been my best player in terms of the players that are already at the club. He's doing the job for me at the minute. Just can't get the rest of the team to do anything. He's quick, he's very strong. Well, not strong. He's quick, he's got good fitness, agility.
This is technicals really just lets him down
slightly. Yeah. Kind of 14s in there.
Yeah.
Should be looking at it going world-class player, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But, yeah, work rate's up there, so anticipation, those types of things are getting him in the positions. DFB Pokal, unfortunately, I didn't win it. I've been knocked out by Hoffenheim, and that is who Dad beat in the final.
Get in.
3-1, Elise with the 92nd.
Nice little double.
An own goal, which was going to win you the game. So you're kind of lucky the Elise goal happened, although you did concede an own goal as well from Upamecano. But that is a league and cup double again.
Yes. Take
in
that.
season number 4.
Glad I didn't change nothing.
This has now turned from can Luke do the comeback to how big is this loss going to be? And I think you're all going to stick around for the season 5 crew to find out. But before then, let's see the Champions League. So I got knocked down in the quarterfinals by Tottenham Hotspur, of all clubs.
This is just getting better and better, isn't it?
Who went on to win the Champions League against Real Madrid.
I don't mind not winning the final then.
Unbelievable. You were knocking out Juve at that point in the quarterfinal. I lost 6-2 on aggregate to Spurs. What is going on? They also knocked you out in the semi.
Poor Harry Kane.
Of course they did. Oh, yeah, that would have been funny. Harry Kane knocking you out of there. Because at that point, he wouldn't have won the Champions League.
No.
Because you haven't won it yet.
No.
And then Spurs went on and won it. Oh, that's got to be painful. Who's the Spurs manager? Is it going to tell us? Thomas Frank still?
Thomas Frank.
See? Just so unrealistic.
It's in the stores, mate. It's going to happen, I tell you.
Get out.
This could be the year.
Never. What, you got about this year?
Yeah.
Come on. Out. What drugs have you been smoking? Not with Colin Moani up front, that's for sure.
That's true, yeah.
Didn't quite do it in the Champions League, unfortunately. Won the Cup. Won the Bundesliga. Let's see your squad and the money that you are going to spend this summer. Harry Kane, 31 goals, 19 assists.
How was he now 35 and he still bangs in 31 goals and 19 assists? That's good, isn't it? He still looks world class as well, doesn't he?
Just lacking a little bit of pace, a little bit of agility.
He don't need the pace for what I'm doing with deep line forward. He don't need the pace for that.
No.
He can just sit in those little gaps and we know he can feed the ball through the little gaps, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's why he got 19 assists already, look.
Jamal Musiala obviously clearly got offended by us when we said he had a bad season.
Yeah.
23 and 14. He's really stepped up this year. So in his prime now, 26 years of age. Elise, 23 and 12. Ekitike, 17 and 12. Arda 15 and 14. Locking in Esposito, only 14 goals.
I'm a bit disappointed with that. But what I do like is the amount of assists, that all the top 4 have given as well.
Yeah.
You know, so there's not one goal striker there that you can just sort of say he ain't passing to anybody. It's just, and that's why I'm not getting the leading goal scorer then.
Yeah.
Spreading it out between the 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, maybe. Recruitment then. You've got £90 million to spend this summer. So that's a nice bit of budget there.
With
£9 million
probably got
£100
100 million then, really.
Yeah. Let's see the squad for me. Oh. We've just had a crash. Be back in a minute. Right, I'm getting that crash again every time I press the drop down into first team. So I won't do that, but just know that if you're getting crashes and you don't know why, that might be one of them. I've reported it. In fact, I reported it and complained about it in a video nearly 2 weeks ago. Still hasn't been fixed yet, clearly. So hopefully it gets fixed in the next update. We're recording this just before an update. Hopefully it's fixed in that update. Please, Sports Interactive, because you're ruining your own game. Maximilian Bayer, 32 goals, 14 assists.
Very good.
Very good indeed. Garassi only with 20 and 8. 17 from Akamak and 7, but a good performance. Darwin Nunez only played 17 games. Surprising. I thought he would naturally just go in up front or off on the wing, but it seems like my assistant manager picked Garassi despite being worse in the star rating for him. So I don't know. It's one of those things. Would I prefer to play Darwin Nunez? Probably over Garassi because he's faster. But I think Garassi is probably better mentally. You can see the anticipation, bravery, composure is a lot better than Darwin Nunez mentally. But he's just quicker. And we all know on Football Manager, pace just sort of overrules everything else. But I don't know. Okay. Recruitment, £32 million to spend.
Very low wages as well. So it's not, you can't even boost it up, can you?
Yeah. But what have I done to really warrant a big budget? That's the thing. That's the big question. Locked in, of course, Tylel Tati. And haven't really seen... Is there something with Borussia Dortmund's training facilities that's just nope, nobody's getting... Or is it because I keep picking up players that I just got balanced personality, and personality might just be more important on this game than it's ever been?
Yeah.
Look for those professional personalities.
For you, is it?
No, it certainly isn't at the minute. But okay, all right, well... Not a lot of budget. There we go. We'll have to see what we can do. But points-wise, we'll have a look to see whether I actually gained any points. Because we did play each other in the Champions League. That was a 1-1 draw. Akamak and Harry Kane with the goals there. We then played each other in the Bundesliga where you beat me 3-1. Following on through, the second fixture we played against in the Bundesliga, I won 4-1. So Bayer got 2 there. Yemi and Nunez with Arda Gerler scoring for you. And that was the final time we played against each other. So I do win a point. Thank God. Because it was getting quite embarrassing. Let's have a look at the total points. Season 4 points are Omega Luke with 1 and Dad with 9, meaning the total points going into the final season is Omega Luke with 3 and Dad with 33.
My key signing for the final season is João Neves from PSG. He cost me 145 million, but I think you can all see why.
My final key signing, I've brought in Dominik Szoboszlai from Liverpool. Back to the Bundesliga. £60 million as well for a fantastic midfield option who could also be great as an attacking threat. Well, I sold Merlin Royal to Inter Milan, 38 million, which was a bit of profit, and not bad considering he didn't really play for me last season either. So total transfers in, I actually brought in £103 million, which is not bad considering the budget I had. I don't really know how I've managed to pull that off. I'll be honest, because no players went out beforehand either. So as you can see here, no players really went out. Only Chukwuemeka, who cost £2.2 million. So the rest of them were
there must have been a lot
from
of
the season before.
There sort of helped you out.
Abansky left joined the clubs as well. Sorry, £3.7 million. He looks really good for £3.7 million. Maybe this is one of those players. He probably won't get into the first team for Dortmund, but if you're quite far into a game where you're sort of like mid-table side, he could be a star player for a mid-table club.
Definitely, yeah.
As a centre mid or an attacking mid, and you can get him for so cheap. Kasper Urbanski. Have a look for him. You can pick him up because I believe, sorry, I'll go back to him. I believe, why isn't that back button? The game is so annoying. Right, Kasper Urbanski, I believe he starts off at Legia Warszawa. So, by the looks of it, he goes back to Legia Warszawa. There, 600k from Bologna. So, yeah, I think we can clearly say that you'll be able to get him for a fairly cheap price. Have a look for him. Maybe it's a good player for you. Elliot Anderson, somebody who's really sort of rocking in the headlines in the Premier League. Got him on a free transfer from Forest.
Really good at the moment, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, as that defensive midfield option. I almost feel sorry for players like this who start the season really well, because even though he played quite well last year, Football Manager aren't going to rate him as highly as probably as what he's playing at right now.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So he's not got as good as what he could potentially be on like next year's Football Manager if he continues playing the way he is. Elia Capriel, free transfer, free goalkeeper that I've just brought in as a backup option. Obviously we've got Cabell, so we don't necessarily need it. Szoboszlai, I think is a good option. He's come in 2 goals, 1 assist already for us. And then Shemi Kaliksoy played 1 game, scored a hat-trick and got an assist in it in a £43 million move. I think that's quite a good deal. I mean, he's alright. He's not a bad player, but
you finally got a striker that can score the goals for you.
Well, he was only in the DFB Pokal. He hasn't played in the league yet.
Right, yeah.
Not really given the opportunity to do so. But let's have a look. I mean, you went a little bit wild with your tactic to begin with. I'm going wild now because I have to go for it this year. The only way I can win, and I think I've worked it out in my head, is if I beat you in all competitions. If I can knock you out of the DFB Pokal as well, that'd be great. If I beat you in the 2 league games, win the league, win the cup, possibly win the Champions League, and you get sacked.
You want me sacked as well?
Well, that's the only way. That's the only way I can win.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I thought it
but
would
with Bayern Munich,
I thought it would have been an automatic win if I get sacked anyway. So
if it's Bayern Munich and you don't win the league, the cup, and I knock you out on everything, that's plausible reason to be sacked.
If I have a bad league campaign,
you're gone.
4th or 5th, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, fingers crossed. You just never know. So I'm going for it this year. We've got Darwin Nunez, Adeyemi, Bayer, Szoboszlai, Blanco, Akamak. We've got very much an attacking side. Defensively, let's pray. And we'll go with that. Now, fixtures at the start of the season. Do I get anything for the Club World Cup? Because I went on and won that. Duranville in the 106th minute.
I don't know, you got in it, but well done.
Yeah, me neither, actually. No idea. I thought you had to do quite well in the Champions League
you had to win something to
get into that.
Yeah. Oh well.
But we are the best team in the world, according to this, and we'll take it. Now, at the start of the season, I have already got a point against you there.
Yes.
Beating you on penalties in the Super Cup. So, again, there's 1 point. Then I beat Friedberg 13-0.
Oh my god.
That's where Semi Kaliksoy scored his hat-trick.
Yeah.
And got the assist. Werder Bremen 2-1. Great. Lose to Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh, you're done with winning that one.
Yeah, we're even playing each other in the next game.
Yes.
So that's going to be fun. But yeah, you could not beat the world champions.
You're Ryan out because he's got a blister. Poor lad.
Yeah, I know. Shame in it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look then, Dad. So obviously you had your key signing of João Neves. Only one other signing though. João Neves, by the way, is on this page. £145 million. The first deal that went through. The second signing and only signing, Eric Garcia. Now you did lose Pavlovic and Goretzka and Konrad Laimer all in one window, all on free transfers.
It was a big loss for me. So I've just got this guy in, and he's going to help
fill in the gap that you just lost.
Gap, yeah. That's what it's mainly for, really. But João Neves is my main one. He can just sort of like do the damage for me and block that sort of midfield, especially a defensive midfielder or attacking midfielder. So I'm pleased to get this guy in. I think this signing here just helps me win the league again, I think.
Or get sacked. Here's hoping. Now, sticking with the same tactic.
Yes, I'm not changing anything. I'm giving you the right hammer in here, so why would I change it?
Yeah.
I'd be silly to, wouldn't I?
That front five of Elise, Ardagirla, Musiala, Ekitike and Kane is horrible.
Come on.
But Kimmich just being the DLP by himself is hilarious. That it's he's so good that you can afford to do that.
Yeah, just leave him there.
So, which also means João Neves doesn't go into the team.
He doesn't, but I know you're all going to shout at me and say you just spent 145 million on a player that's not in the team, but where would I put him in that? I mean, he's there supporting. I've got 2 positions he can play in if I get injuries there, and he'll just drop right in. I couldn't replace anybody else, could I?
Do you know what I would have done with him? Locked him in at right wing back. Genuinely, look how good he is at right wing back compared to Vanderson, who's only 3-star.
It could have worked, yeah. Didn't see that one, did I? Didn't see that one.
Nah, you got to think outside the box sometimes.
Yeah, that's one winning.
That's what I've done. Schedule at the start of the season.
How did I start off?
So you also played in the Club World Cup, knocked out by Inter Milan 4-1.
At least I beat Arsenal.
Yeah, so you cannot call yourself world champions.
No.
This guy can. How have I done that?
I don't know.
Couldn't win a single competition.
You get into it.
Gone on and won the Club World Cup. Brilliant. Obviously losing to me, but then you went and won 2-0 against Lichtenberg, that really good team from the regional leagues.
Yeah.
And then beat Freiburg 4-1 and Hoffenheim 6-1.
It's a good start for me, I feel.
Yeah, so in the league, you're flying.
Yeah.
We all know what we need to happen. We need the absolute total meltdown, the worst bottle job of all time.
A miracle.
You just never know in this game.
You don't.
Let's find out. Now, unfortunately for me, that miracle didn't happen.
Already just scraped in.
Only won the league by 22 points.
Only lost 3 games again. Get in. 113 goals.
Never mind.
You're never going to stop that front line I had, would you, really?
No, the dream has ended, unfortunately. Harry Kane also won the Golden Boot. It took 5 seasons. He is now 36 years old.
And he
can
still
barely
looks
run
good.
luck.
Yeah,
and he finally wins the Golden Boot. Hilarious. Rodrigo Mendoza with the most assists from Leipzig's side, so he looks like quite a good player. But yeah, I didn't have anybody up there. I wasn't even in this at all, so that's disappointing. What about in the cup? No, Wolfsburg won it against Hanover in the final. Neither of us are winning it or even getting to the final. So let's find out where it all went wrong for us. Third round, I beat Kaiserslautern. You beat Mainz. Quarter-final, I lost to Hanover. I think that's the second time. Even when they still haven't been promoted yet either. You beat Saarbrücken, who I think's the same team that knocked Bayern Munich out last year in the DFB Pokal first round. Yeah. If I remember rightly, let me know down in the comments if that's true. They're from the second Bundesliga. You beat them 4-0. So you went to the semi-final and lost on penalties to Wolfsburg. Oh, that's so embarrassing. You would have faced either 2 Bundesliga
It's
teams.
good that the draw went the right way, really, with the 2 top teams against each other and the 2 lower teams against each other, really.
Yeah.
I guess the lower teams a chance.
I do find Germany is the only country where I tend to see second-tier teams get to the final fairly regularly.
Yeah.
Do you think even in this, it's been at least twice?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It might even be 3 times. But the Champions League, how have we done in that? Fortunately, neither of us are in the final of that either. So once again, Dad, not great in the Champions League. You started off well, didn't lose a single game. I lost 2 but won 6, both finishing in that top 8. Going into the round of 16 straight away. You knocked out Frankfurt, which is kind of hilarious. And I got knocked out by PSG. So I was eliminated at the round of 16. You went through to the... Actually, no, you were eliminated by Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt beat me on penalties, did they?
Bloody hell. No, 4-3.
4-3 on aggregate, yeah.
So we were both eliminated in the round of 16. That is absolutely tragic, isn't it? You should be deducted 40 points for that, and I still probably wouldn't win. Well, we know I've gained 1 point because I won that Super Cup at the start of the season. But how did I get on in the other games against you? We've seen that we were against each other there. It was a 2-2 draw. 93rd minute equaliser from Garassi. After being 2-0 down as well. Good times. Really clawed on to our victory there, aren't we? And then we lost against you in the Champions League, so you actually get another point, which is rather frustrating actually that we played against each other in the Champions League, and then lost against you in the Bundesliga again. So that 1 point that I got for the Super League, or the Super Cup at the start, is the only point I get. But we all know, because it's a new rule, the Club World Cup didn't exist in the last game. The Club World Cup is 50 points.
I was going to say. I just had a funny phone. You started out. Here we go. He goes.
So 50 points for the Club World Cup. Let's have a look at the final points tally. So the final points in season number 5 is Megaluk with 1 plus 50 points for the Club World Cup. with Dad only on 7, which means the total points is Omega Luke with 4, or 54 if you count the Club World Cup, and Omega Dad with 14. So there we go, Dad. Either you beat me by 10 times the amount of score, or if you count the Club World Cup, you lost by 14 points, which is one of the most dominant losses that you could have suffered there. Maximilian Bayer was my top scorer, but let's face it, this team was awful. Really, really bad. Even though I was buying good players, I could not get them to work.
I think that's what it was. You can't say you bought bad players, because you didn't, and you bought players that should have progressed so much better than what they did.
This is where I struggled.
So much better than what they did.
The tactics screen was not my friend in this one.
I inherited a really good front four, really, than front five type of thing, and I just played on that, really. I just strengthened everything up around them and just carried on. League really was easy for me. I failed in the Champions League badly.
Oh, yeah.
But
not
then
one quarter-final, I don't think.
I think that was down to playing two attacking. If I really wanted to go for it, I would have dropped a couple of players down and not played so many up front.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure the league was, and I amateur and everything, so
I won the Club World Cup.
I'm happy.
27 goals from Musiala in 10. He really took offence when we slagged him off that season.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
But Elise, 23 and 15. 24 for Francisco Pio Esposito.
I'm pleased that he's looking good as well now. So, yeah. I mean, if it was one more season there, I think I would have probably not played Harry Kane and just locked the two up front.
Wow.
So,
shocking.
And see how that went. But
and you'd have had £109 million to spend on new players.
Oh.
But Season 5 crew, thank you very much for getting this far, as well as the Patreon and channel members, because the save game file will be made available for you. Maybe you want to try out Dad's tactic. Definitely don't try out mine. Maybe you can rebuild the best team in the world who are terrible domestically in Borussia Dortmund. That's another option that you can do. But congratulations to Dad if you don't count the Club World Cup. Congratulations to me if you do count the Club World Cup. We all do. Let me know in the comments whether you count the Club World Cup or not. We'll leave that one up to you. Maybe we'll put a poll on the community page. Thank you very much for watching. On screen right now, though, I set Dad a challenge of 10 seasons at Sunderland to see if he could dominate the Premier League. For the first 8 seasons, I was incredibly worried and wondering what the hell he was doing. Then he pulled off the most shell-shocking thing I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out now.